I have to say, your country for me, I guess it's different in different parts, but they have the best food, the best flavors in the world. So British people kind of conquered the world for spices, yet did not learn to use any in their My name's food. Amy. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Amy. My name is Niyati,
Nice.
and I'm from India.
Oh, amazing. That's really cool. So this is obviously our first time meeting each
Yeah,
other.
Jodhpur is known for its forts, though. Really
I've
pretty
heard of
forts.
your city. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's pretty famous, I guess. It's a city I've heard of.
we don't have metro trains over here in Jodhpur, so I
Okay.
haven't ever been in a metro train before.
I think the idea of them is really great, but you will probably hate them once you live in the city with them. Um, I used to live in London, and
Hmm.
we call it the underground, the metro there. It's really awful in the mornings. Oh my gosh, I hated it. I used to choose the bus instead because it's so many people. You're like, in someone's arm, under their arm.
Mm,
It's really like,
yeah.
it's crazy. But it's great to be in a city with good public transport that you can just go wherever you want to go. I wish, when I think about my mum, I'm like, oh, I miss being young. I miss having,
Hmm.
her cooking for me every night. This is the thing as an adult, where I was saying with my friends the other day. It's like you just are always wondering what's for dinner, and you have to think of it every night. It gets so boring. But when you're at home, it's nice. Your mom's cooking. There's nothing better than that. Um, yeah, and I think even though I'm almost 30, I still always need my mum. She's the first
Hmm.
person that I call. I don't think you ever lose that.
Yeah, this is so true. So, when I was 15, I used to think, what could be the age where you start thinking like you don't need your parents
Never.
anymore? I feel like,
Mhm.
oh my God, like
Mm.
I probably need her more than
Than ever.
the time when I needed her at the age of 15.
So
So,
true. Yes,
yeah.
that's so funny. When I was 15, I was very much, I was better at being independent at 15. If I was not that needy. I would call myself needy now. If there's something wrong in my life, I'm on the phone to my mom. I'll cry about something. And yeah, I still need her. I really do. I said to my mom, I was like, when do you think that changes? She's like, oh, I don't think it ever will change. I'll probably be 60 years old still calling my mum with problems. But it's great that we're lucky to have that relationship. Some people, unfortunately, are not that close with their parents. So it's
Hmm.
good that we have that
About
experience.
the beauty of India is that when you move from one state to another,
Hmm.
language changes, culture changes,
Yeah,
food
right.
changes.
Yeah.
So it's like you are going to another country. For example, if you take an example of Europe, how things
Yeah.
change. I mean, I've never been to Europe, but it's just my
You
assumption.
can imagine. It is. The countries are very different, really
Hmm.
different. You can feel it. I mean, there's some that have more similarities than others, but you really feel that. And it's a small space when you compare it. If you put, the continent of Europe over maybe India, it would only just
Hmm.
sort of go outside. It's not huge. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
learned this crazy fact the other day. I think the area of Germany is pretty much the same compared to the area of Rajasthan.
oh
Yeah, it's
wow. Oh,
this.
so your state is the same, and Germany is a big country for us as well. That's like one of the bigger ones. Wow. Yeah. Um, I can imagine that. So I have a student I teach quite frequently from India. He's also like you,
Hmm.
from the north, not from the same state, I don't think so.
Hmm.
But he lives now not in the very south, but further down south. Um, I guess he went for work. I think the opportunity, he works in something technical, I think. I'm not sure
Hmm.
exactly, but he's within that area. And yeah, he was telling me he doesn't actually speak the language of this state. He speaks Hindi.
Hmm.
That's his native language. So he uses English in India with with where he lives. I'm like, wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah,
I guess
that
it's
is true.
impossible to learn all the languages, right? If you're
There are so many, there are countless number of
Mm,
languages. So when
wow.
I was in college, there were
Mhm.
students from other states as well. And so we had to talk to each other in English because
Wow.
not everybody could understand Hindi.
Sure. Wow.
So just as a common language, we all
Mm.
interacted in English.
So
But
they
like, what
can.
about you though? So
Yeah,
I noticed in your profile you're living in Spain now, right?
that's right. Yeah. So I live in Barcelona. I'm not sure how your knowledge is of Europe, because I guess mine of your part of the world is not. It's not bad, but it's not great. Anyway, it's not the capital of Spain, but it's one of the bigger cities. It's really beautiful.
Hmm.
But yeah, I teach English here, so I really like my job. I don't just Cambly is something I do kind of as an extra. Um,
Hmm.
I'm very lucky in my job to have 3 days as a weekend. So I get Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays off, which kind of leaves me with Sunday to do some classes online. It's nice for me. Um, and yeah, but originally I'm from the UK. I'm from England,
Hmm.
um, which is, I've lived in London, which is beautiful. It's not my hometown, but it's a great city. It's big, and it's I think so multicultural, and I really love that. For me, I love meeting people from different places,
Hmm.
and I like that it's an open place. I know I'm very privileged in where I'm from, but I hate any sort of discrimination, and London just doesn't have that. The majority of people are just welcoming of other cultures. And I feel really lucky to have spent time with people from different parts of the world and learned about them. And I have to say, your country for me, I guess it's different in different parts, but they have the best food, the best flavors in the world. So in London, we have a lot of people from India, or from maybe their parents are from there. So we're just blessed with really amazing food from your country. So I love that. I really
Really?
miss that.
Which one is your favorite?
Oh, anything spicy. I really enjoy hot food. So when it was COVID, lots of people got hobbies, and they were baking, and they were running, and me and my mum learned to, kind of, I won't say they're probably the best, but we really put time into making curries, from scratch, with the spices and grinding things, and we just love that. And yeah, I mean, I guess in India, I guess it's different. So in the UK, they add quite a lot of meat, but as I understand, the majority of you
Hmm.
guys in India, it's quite vegetarian based, right?
Yeah.
To eat. Yeah. But for me, yeah, I do appreciate this a lot more. Anything with potatoes or spinach or paneer, the cheese. Oh, love it. It's nice to
Hmm.
have that. What is your favorite? And can you tell me from your state? Because like we said, your country's so big. I guess it can vary. I know in the South they use a little bit more like coconut milk, right? It's a little bit more popular. But yeah, where you're from, can you tell me a little bit about your cuisine and things that you like as well?
Okay, so if you'd ever come to Rajasthan, the first thing we'd serve you is dal bati churma. Now,
Okay.
dal is pulses, so it's the
It's like the
curry.
little lentil sort of, or bean.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
bati is like fried dough,
Yeah.
which
It's
is
not a
like made
bread,
of
but
wheat.
yeah, okay. I've heard of it.
Yeah,
It's
but
amazing.
it's really nice. Now, I personally don't like pulses, but I
Okay.
enjoy this, so I can guarantee like it's really, really good. I love it.
Amazing. I've had dal before.
Hmm.
I do like pulses, but when I was younger, not so much. It took me some time because the texture is quite unique.
Yeah.
I was not used to eating that sort of, it's quite mushy in a way, right?
Yeah.
Um, but I do really enjoy that. I don't know how to make it well though. I haven't cooked it myself.
Hmm.
I mean, my cooking skills probably they're not the best compared to what you're used to, but Yes, I really miss in Spain. We don't have the best Indian restaurants.
Hmm.
It's the Spanish people do not enjoy spice. So if you go to an Indian restaurant, like, and you order, in typically in the UK would be too hot for me. Here I don't break a sweat, so like I really miss that side of things. Um, but I would love
But
to
also,
learn.
I've heard that people in Spain don't usually have dinner until like 11 p.m. Is that true?
It's kind of true. Maybe so. Our dinner time typically is between, if you go to a restaurant, let's say, or at
Hmm.
home, you would eat between 9 o'clock in the evening and, yeah, 11. I think after
Hmm.
11, not too much, but that sort of 2 hour window is really common. So when I arrived here, I went to a restaurant at like 7 in the night, in the evening. It was empty. There's no one there. And I think it's very strange. And yeah, after time, eventually people come. But yeah, and now for me, it's really normal. So I eat dinner myself. I cook dinner late. I cook. It's never before 9, which is
Hmm.
weird in the UK. I don't know where you live, but it's like your dinner time is between sort of 6 and 7:30, 8 o'clock, maybe latest. So yeah, it's different, but now it's normal for me. What is it like with you? Do you what time is your typical dinner time in India?
Usually by 7:30 or 8, everybody's had dinner.
Everyone's
And
already
we have,
eaten.
but I think one thing in common between UK and India would
Yeah.
be tea. Like we also have
Mm.
tea over here around 5. It's a
Mm.
must every day in the morning and in evening once.
I love that. Yes, it's definitely different here. Also, a lot of Spanish people, which is not true of myself, they have
Hmm.
big lunches and small dinners. In the UK, though,
Hmm.
it's much more common the other way around. You, for lunch, you have something small, like a sandwich, something little, and then dinner is your bigger meal. But here, they typically have kind of like bigger things with rice and meat or whatever, and then they have a sort of snack in the evening.
Yeah.
Do
Same.
you
We
have
also
what's yours?
heavy, yeah, heavier dinner. We have heavier dinner,
Every
but
dinner.
the lunch is also not light.
Oh, really? Okay. What do you typically say a day to day, if we're talking your
Hmm.
day to day sort of diet or whatever? What do you kind of go through the day? Do you have kind of a light breakfast? Do you skip breakfast? Do you just do, I don't know, coffees or teas? What does it look like for you?
I personally skip breakfast, but
Yeah,
people in India believe in having breakfast.
sure.
So usually breakfast is like chila. Now I don't know what to call it in
Okay.
English, but it's like um, also dosa. If you've heard, it's from the south. Dosa is
Okay.
very popular, so
Okay.
that's something that people love having for breakfast.
Uh-huh.
And idli, sambar, which is also from south. So the
Okay.
South Indian food, it's lighter, so people prefer having
Mm.
it for breakfast.
Breakfast, right. Uh-huh.
And
Hmm.
for lunch, we usually have chapatis.
Nice.
Chapa,
Okay.
yeah,
I know. Uh-huh.
yeah, chapatis, and on the side it would be vegetable. It can be potato curry
Sure.
or tomato curry or brinjal. There are so many vegetables to choose from.
Mm. I can imagine it's very your food tastes really fresh. I think the thing I've noticed comparing the UK
Mm.
to Spain, maybe it's the climate. I think in the UK we have to import a lot because it's not the best unless it's like a root vegetable like potatoes or something. It's difficult to grow. It's colder, it
Mm.
rains a lot. So I've noticed here in Spain the fruit and vegetables taste so much, not just like more fresh, but just like very, they have a lot of color and they have a lot of flavor, and I really love that. If I have a tomato here, it's like so vibrant, the color, and it really tastes of something, whereas in the UK I feel like they're really pale and it just tastes kind of like nothing. So I guess in India, because you grow a lot of different ingredients, I guess you have that same really flavorful food, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
It's
amazing.
I people just you must have heard of Lay's, the chips company,
Yes,
right?
of course. Yes.
Yeah, so we have this bestseller over here. It's called Masala Magic. It's a
Oh,
blue colored packet, and
amazing.
people love it. So
Yeah.
it's very very spicy,
My
and
favorites. Oh, wow.
yeah, but not everybody. I mean, I think it depends from person to person. Not everybody has a high tolerance
Okay.
of spices over here. For
Sure.
example, me, I prefer spicy. Like the spicier, the better.
Yeah.
Same for my dad. But my brother and my mom, they're not very
Not that
much
into
big
it.
fan of
I
spices.
see.
Yeah.
I see. I now feel like I have to find these potato, like the crisps, the potato chips.
Oh my God, yes. If you can, it
Like,
would be so good.
yeah, I think that we have in the neighborhood I live, we have a community. It's more from like Pakistan and India. There's quite a lot of people here, so we're lucky to have some not supermarkets, small markets where they sell things that are more typical in this part of the world. So maybe I will have to try and find some. I've already Googled it before you even said it. I wanted to see what they looked like. Um, that sounds like my type of thing. That sounds
Hmm.
really good. I'm gonna have to see if I can find some. Um,
But I'm so happy to hear that you love spicy food
yeah,
because
yeah,
I have heard about people from Britain that they usually have very bland
bland.
food.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
usually
for
what,
sure.
like fish fingers, I don't know, chips,
Yeah, fish and
something.
chips. I
Yeah.
hate this. It's so boring. It's the color is boring and the flavor is not good. Um,
Hmm.
I guess there's like sort of this joke that British people kind of conquered the world for spices, yet did not learn to use any in their food. You know, like British food is it's not my favorite by any stretch. I
Hmm.
like some dishes, and it's more for comfort than anything. But yeah, this pies, fish and chips, not my thing. I'm so boring. If I were to eat it, I would add some hot sauce or something to it to make it interesting. Um,
Hmm.
you have Italy and Spain and France and Portugal,
Hmm.
these countries, although they're like Mediterranean, their cuisines are quite different. If you go then more to the northern parts, these it's not the best food. It's a bit like British food. It's a little bit bland, but it's nice to try, I guess. To I just realised our time actually is about to come to an end. It's gone so quickly for me, which is great. Thank you
Oh,
so much. Um, it's been a real pleasure talking with you today, and I hope in the future we can get together again and discuss whatever food, whatever you want. It would be great.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
amazing. Well,
Yes.
thank you so much for your time. It was a real pleasure meeting you today.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you so much, Amy. Have a great day ahead.
You too, sweetie. Thank